Anyway, go ahead and say what you want to say about Mad Cat Fox.
Oh no, I was just saying like Mad Cat. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let Hazard start on this, and I'm just gonna add on.
Basically, he's a demonic jester who is possessed a, ironically, a very much insane comedian named Lenny Ringtail, and was obsessed with revenge over a past imprisonment by a king, queen, and knight because he was replaced by a court jester.
But not ones with my face. Tell me more about it.
Huh. Belonged to an ancient jester named Mad Cat. He went crazy when other jesters took his place.
I can relate to that.
Much like Ringtail was replaced by a fellow comedian. And here's the one thing that actually makes him stand out. Despite the fact that he never actually intended to, he came literally the closest to taking over Mega Cat City, possibly even more so than Dark Cat. That says a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, this is a guy who managed to kidnap a comedian, Farrell, Mayor Manx, and Callie, and even captured one of the SWAT Kats. He did this all himself. He had no backup. That says a lot about him right there.
Oh, come now. If I'm really as evil as you say I am, then let God strike me down where I stand. Ha! Nice try, jackass. Next time, give it your A game.
A crazy psychopath jester came to arguably the closest to taking over Mega Cat City, possibly even more so than Dark Cat. That says a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, this is a guy who managed to kidnap a comedian, Farrell, Mayor Manx, and Callie, and even captured one of the SWAT Kats. He did this all himself. He had no backup. That says a lot about him right there. A crazy psychopath jester came to arguably the closest to taking over Mega Cat City.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this says a lot about him, though. Mad Cat is not someone to take lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mad Cat is a person who is very fucking insane.
I'm fucking insane.
Hello, Mr. Insane. May I call you fucking?
And
Mhm.
very powerful. And the thing about Mad Cat is that the one thing that he really is sought out compared to any of the other villains, he's not there to destroy Mega Cat City. He's not there to take over the world. He wants complete fucking revenge for the people who imprison him in the Jack in the Box.
And despite his insanity, he actually was very focused on said revenge, even with using awful puns.
I think the Mad Cat episode was like one of the most like truly rememberable episodes of the series, because it also helps, if I'm not mistaken, this also can help prove the fact that, like Callie's ancestor was the Queen Callista, because if I'm not mistaken, Mayor Minx was the king in there. Callie was the queen. Farrell was the knight. I forgot who else.
It was David Letterman.
David Letterman, which was the thing. And the character, from my knowledge, for the years of doing research and everything, back when Revolution, like, if I'm not mistaken, the Timberlake brothers said like they based Mad Cat basically off of Jay Leno, because it was kind of like the idea where David Letterman was like David Letterman from The Night Show, and Jay Leno was basically CBS versus NBC. So it was the puns and everything. So like the catchphrase, "Here's your ringtail" and everything.
And when you think about it, SWAT Kats, despite, the name and everything, and, the fact that they're cat people, there were very few cat puns than expected.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what adds to its charm.
Yeah. I will have to say, Mad Cat is definitely a very interesting villain, I will admit. Like Hazard said to me when he first talked about Mad Cat, he was like some kind of Joker with like, what kind of powers did you say? Galaxy-like powers? Yeah, basically that.
Like if there was a season 3. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I was just saying is if there was a season 3, Mad Cat would have been like the epiphany of a character that I would want to have returned as any villain, because it's like, I'm not gonna say it's like the Joker in a sense, but no, I guess you could say it's like the Joker in a sense, also like Dr. Pfeiffer, but more where this is like He just wants revenge. He just wants chaos. He just wants to do his thing. It's about him. It's not about the world. It's about him, and that's what makes Mad Cat so insane in regards to his revenge. Is that it's not about anything else but him. He has to be the show. He has to be the star of the show.
I continue to be f***ing insane!
Yeah, so self-centered, but extremely dangerous. If that doesn't scream that's Mad Cat in a nutshell.
Hated him, and I hated the boss fight in the Super Nintendo.
What is this? Get off! What is this? I'm stuck! What is my life?
By the way, guys, there was a SWAT Kats video game. Just look it
Yes.
up if you some gameplay of it.
Oh, it
That's-
sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, they could do better these days now, so...
Yeah.
You're trying to make an RPG platformer.
Oh. Oof.
Really good.
Anyway, Crossy and Zammy, any either one of you two want to go first on talking about Mad Cat or your thoughts on him?
Me, got nothing.
Zammy?
Yeah, my mind's blank on this one. It's just I'd like to see him come back, but season 3 sadly doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I'll give the opinion for both of them. Well, at least we could say that his fashion statement sucked.
I mean...
Bruh. Okay.
The yellow and the orange checker suit did not work.
No, it didn't.
No.
Anywho...
Last but not least for the antagonist list, I believe, is Turmoil.
I would have mentioned Hard Drive, but he barely makes an impact in the series at all.
Yeah. And I heard that
long
game
story
was
short for Hard Drive, he's just basically a techno criminal who steals money and military stuff from computers and such, and usually gets taken out by SWAT Kats fairly quick. He doesn't make a huge impact in the series.
Anyway. Also, I heard
Turmoil.
Zammy giggling at the name Turmoil because
Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's the lowdown on Turmoil. She basically is arguably considered one of the best female villains in the entire series with extreme growth potential. She commanded an entire air force of female fighter pilots, boasted unmatched in combat until they met the SWAT Kats, had a short-lived relationship with T-Bone, considered by many of the fans to possess one of the best evil laughs ever. Not joking, by the way.
This puny prison won't keep us apart, T-Bone.
She also blackmailed Megacat Say to pay her $2 million in gold per week in exchange for being allowed to actually fly over the city.
wow.
And she was actually a confirmed villain for season 3 before the series got canceled. She was actually set to be make another appearance in season 3, and a huge one at that.
Oh yeah.
There was actually a transcript of the production script that they had, where Turmoil was going to be not only the main villain, but we'd also see a return of an ally of the SWAT Kats, Cybertron. And needless to say, Turmoil goes out with a huge bang.
Literally.
So what are you guys' thoughts on Turmoil?
Fox, you got anything on Turmoil?
I mean, Turmoil was basically, the way I could put it is Turmoil was that Russian captain that, you know, when she first met the SWAT Kats and saw T-Bone fly and everything, she fell in love with T-Bone because no one else could outmatch her entire troop, I guess you want to say, like T-Bone did. And in retrospect, T-Bone, I actually do believe, if I'm not mistaken, you could see it for yourself, had feelings for her, because I mean, at the end of the episode, he wrote her a letter and everything. he had feelings for her just as she has feelings for him, and like I would have hoped for to see the unfinished episode. I wish that series, the season 3, like her return, I would have loved to see that because I don't really know. Like Turmoil, I like the episode. I mean, I like the part where like, you know, T-Bone tricked her and everything, kicked fucking Razor out of the ship and everything. That was fucking hilarious to me. Like, yeah, best buddy. But he released him and everything. She had that lustful sense, and I don't know. I really don't know how to put Turmoil down on.
He's like got
paper.
this charm to her in a way.
She's got this charm to being like a really good villain, because the way I would see it is like if she would have returned. I know I've seen the transcript for the episode just now because I just had to go look it up. But the way I would have made her return everything is because that would have been a good villain to come back on and off because of the relationship between T-Bone and herself.
In fact, the whole basis of her return was actually revenge on T-Bone.
Right. And the thing is, it's kind of like the Catwoman of like, I hate to put other like emphasis on this, but at the same point in time, you gotta look at Swat Kats as they have taken like different things from other series and put it together. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
SWAT Kats itself is inspired by, at this time, that's what made SWAT Kats so damn.
Inspired by Batman and
well, that's the thing. SWAT Kats, the reason why as children, or it was the reason why you guys who's watching and everything that's fell in love with it now, is that if you take a look at the entire series, the villains, the characters themselves, all have a resemblance. The episodes have resemblance from different other series, other stuff. It's like the Timberlake brothers saw Batman. We need to take this from here. We need to take a little bit from here, a little bit from here, and you can relate it to something else in regards. And with Turmoil, I can relate her more towards like the Catwoman and T-Bone as Batman, like the Catwoman and Batman relationship in a sense.
Yeah,
to a certain
you're
degree.
not wrong. To a certain degree, you're not wrong, given how they act. Yes, because of the whole one's evil and one's good and all that, you know.
And she's greedy as shit. She wants money.
She is greedy, but at least, you know, she knows what she wants. You can't deny that. Turmoil knows what she wants.
She just wants that cat dick.
Compared to all the other villains, like we'll get to that later, but I mean, she would be like, yeah, one of the more primary villains in the series that I hope that if Revolution ever does continue, that they would actually put something for her.
But yeah, Turmoil is a interesting villain, I'll admit. Not too much interesting in my eyes, quite, but the episode was interesting itself, just to see how this whole thing, and it did give me whole Batman and Catwoman vibes to a degree, how the whole thing worked out between them and their whole feelings and like that. But if anything, I am curious to see what they would have done or what they could have done if they did bring her back if they did a season 3, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's at least what I think. Zammy or Crossy, either one of you want to put your input on Turmoil?
Fucking badass.
Yee.
For those who don't know, Crossy ships. For those who don't know, Zammy here ships T-Bone and Turmoil after that whole kiss scene.
Friggin'
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I'm sure it was more to kissing than that.
Alec, John!
Here's your refund.
There was probably some tongue.
We
There was probably
don't
some
know.
licking around.
The quality transitions from scene to scene and T-Bone changing to a uniform, who knows what they got up to while Razor was deep down bored. I mean, I just out.
I mean,
Also
who
has
knows? Maybe they did a
has a mic.
quickie. Maybe they had to do 15 minutes. I don't know.
Like cats.
And-
They just, you know, they cleaned each other. Someone had to lick the...
All right, I got you. I got you now. You want some more, Cyborg? I'm gonna take you down. Hey, how did you do it? You just passed me.